This broadcast is a presentation of WCXO Sports. WCXO Sports, since 1999, the sports voice of the Carlisle Indians, the Central Cougars, the Mater Dei Knights, and the Westland Warriors, presents Talkin Sports on Max 96.7. Talkin Sports is powered by Mako Elevator in Centralia. See Mako for a variety of fertilizer, seed corn, and seed soybeans. Talkin Sports is brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Nordyke Funeral Home with 5 locations to serve your needs. Lee's Sports in Nashville. McKendree University in Lebanon. Country Financial Representative Marvin Gerdes in New Baden. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Here's the host of Talkin Sports, Rip Nottmeyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Talkin Sports. Rip here in the Wingman Ford studio. Coming your way this morning, we'll talk high school basketball with Carlisle coach Andy Palmer, and then we'll fuel some volleyball and head east for USC Upstate Spartan standout Maddie Hockey. Plus, as always, on a Saturday, we have the Easy on Travel Trivia Quiz at 594-2576, 594-2576. Today, you can snap up a large pizza any way you slice that baby from Casey's in Beckenmeyer. But right now, we turn to scores and stuff, which is brought to you by Hoffman Auto Body, located just 7 miles north of Carlisle. If your vehicle of choice gets scuffed up, see Hoffman Auto Body. And on the H&H Computer Services guest line, we twist to Columbia for a standout Carlisle Indians athlete, the Columbia Eagles football coach, Scott Horner. Scott, welcome back.
Thanks, Rip. Good morning.
Good morning to you. I understand you're in your Scott cave watching a little football talk, huh?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do on Saturday morning, a little college game day. Certainly even more special this morning with them coming to us from Army-Navy game, so it's going to be a fun day.
What is this, the 118th? Did I hear that right?
That could be.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
That longest running show in the biz. Well, we're going to talk some college football. Let's start with high school basketball, though. Your alma mater won last night over Freeburg 56-54 in overtime. Plenty more on that coming up, but I know you're true to Columbia, of course, but it's still always good to see those Indians win when they're not facing your Eagles, right, Scott?
Absolutely. Certainly still follow them, though, without a doubt.
And Columbia, were the Eagles off last night?
We were. We play at home tonight against Belleville East.
Oh, Belleville East. Okay. And the twins, Sam and Nick, each on that hard court?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Mainly JV right now, but they see a little bit of RC action every now and then.
Okay, very good. Central won last night over Salem 44-33. Tyler Jost popped for 21. Scott, what do you think about the Salem Wildcats in the Cahokia? All okay with that?
Oh, I'll let you know after Tuesday night when we have to travel to Salem.
I've always loved that B.E. Gum Gymnasium.
Yeah, no, it's a great addition, I think, as far as the competition side of it. Travel for us is obviously is going to be tough, especially during the week. You feel kind of bad for the kids, but nonetheless, it's a good addition, I think, without question. And I think across the board in every sport. And
the travel's not so bad for football when you have those Friday night dates.
Right. It's just the Monday and Thursday games.
Yeah, well, Mondays anyway. So Mater Dei lost to Quincy Notre Dame up north, 65-57. So the Knights slide to 2-3. It was Centralia. They spilled the Althoff Crusaders, and they love that, of course, 75-62. Javon Williams Jr., a pretty fair football player, Scotty, notched 32 points and collected 10 boards.
Well, yeah, no question. I've seen him on film a couple times this year. I think every coach would love to have a kid like that.
He is a bruiser, and has verbally committed to SIU. Carbondale checked Mount Vernon 55-39. Nashville crushed Anna 61-36. Bryce Bultman scored 19 points. Oakville hammered Trico 82-39. Hensler with 20, and Christ-Star Rock was the winner over Waltonville 49-38. All of the area teams, including Illinois, are on the hardwood today and tonight. The Illini, I'm not so sure. I'm always for the Illini, but well, they did beat P the other night, so there's something.
Yeah, they
sure.
lost the game. They lost the game before that. They should have won.
They had. They lost to the Wildcats in Maryland in overtime, didn't they?
Maryland, yeah, but they had the ball with 4 seconds to go, up 2 points, and turned it over, and ended up going to overtime, losing the game. So that was a tough one.
The one saving grace is the Big Ten is not supposed to be that good this year, so maybe they'll look a little bit. I don't know though. The Bulls won the game last night. That's good for them. Hey, off to the college football playoff. I'm always pumped for that. I love this. This is the 4th year for it, right? And while I don't exactly agree with Bama, I like Bama, and it's going to be good no matter what. I would have went with Ohio State. What are your feelings on the Final Four?
Well, as much as I like Auburn and don't like Alabama, I'd have to say that I think they got it right. I really do. I feel like the 4 best teams are the four that are in, and of course it's all about timing. 4 weeks ago it might have been different, but yeah, it's going to be good. I mean, I think
it'll be good.
Quality of schedule, quality wins. You got to look at those kind of things, and I think the 4 that are there, the 4 deserve to be there.
There are a couple of things that bother me about it. First of all season long, everybody has dissed Wisconsin, and I don't think the Big Ten got any credit. They had 5 teams in the top 25, the SEC 4. And and again, I love watching Alabama play, and I'm not going to really raise a huge stink, but there's something wrong about it to me when a team gains ground in the last weekend when their butts are sitting at home and they don't have a chance to win or lose a conference championship game. It's just like they backed in.
Yeah, there's certainly an argument there, which might be the argument to move it to 6 or 8 teams. And,
yes.
That's
what we're going to get.
How they can keep extending the season. They'll have to figure something out there, which I'm sure they'll have a plan.
They will, because the plan will be money.
Right. True.
It's going to happen. Yeah, 6 wouldn't be terrible. I'd prefer 8, and I'm one actually. I know they have 16, and I think 8 would suit the Division I, the major college level, just perfect.
Well, it would dispel all the myths, I think, at the end of the season. Everybody could just stop talking, get the best 8 teams in there, and let them duke it out, and you get your winner. Because I think that's the way to go.
Well, you'll go with your 5 power conference champions, and then 3 at large, however they want to slant that. And when you get 8 in, yeah, there's always going to be that team who's 9th and 10th. But basically, you have pretty much covered everybody that has a real decent shot at winning a national championship.
You would think so.
Unlike basketball, unlike college basketball.
I would think that'd be the ticket.
Let's work on that, Scott.
I'm sure we'll have a lot of clout in that. but you're right. The revenue side of it will drive them to that without question.
It will eventually dictate that. The Tennessee Vols, they finally have a coach, Scott. And hey, I know you're great on the side. I thought or maybe you did get a call. Maybe you turned him down too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I passed also.
6-7 million. Who needs that? But they finally landed Jeremy Pruitt, the defensive coordinator from Alabama. He's in an unusual situation now where he's coaching the D as they get ready for the playoffs, and he's also trying to recruit. That's tedious.
That's why most of them don't do it.
Yeah, that's very true as well.
Most of the time when they make coaching changes, they're gone. They get out and go to their new school and do their thing.
Didn't
so they can get on the recruiting?
Yeah, didn't Saban kick out Lane Kiffin a couple of years ago? Whenever that was.
Yeah, I think it was after I think he had accepted the job, tried to coach in the semifinal game, or did coach the semifinal game, but didn't coach the finals.
That could be,
if I remember right.
And of course, they hated each other anyway, though. So that
right. Well, this is a huge time of recruiting for those Division I guys.
Yeah,
they're making home visits and they're throwing offers out like crazy. So when you make a change, you want to, they obviously want to get in the door and and then try to get ahead of the game when it comes to recruiting. So that has to become a little bit more important, although it seems crazy to think that when you're playing in a semifinal.
That's one of the few things I despise about college football is the way these coaches move around. Speaking of which, Willie Taggart, he has another job. Now he's Florida State's coach after one season in Oregon, and the beat goes on. He wins some games, and he never coaches in a bowl game. He's always off to another corner.
Right. Well, hopefully he'll settle in somewhere for the kids' sake, like you said.
Yeah, I would think that'd be a good place to settle.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The UCF Knights. See, now that would be a team this year. Was it Western Michigan last year? Who else? That would have been kind of cool to see in as a number 8 team.
Yeah, an at-large guy.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. Yeah, it would reward those teams that are, and Wisconsin, too, teams that are undefeated up to a certain point. Give them an opportunity to get in, see what they can do. And, that was Frost, Scott Frost,
right.
Was that his name? That was our head coach. He did an outstanding job. And of course, then he's off to Nebraska,
and he played there. And I mean, I get some of these moves, but and he's going to coach the next game, the bowl game for him. So,
yeah,
I guess part of him will. But that was the situation there. I can see he couldn't turn that down. Going back to your alma mater like that, not a bad deal.
It's tough. I mean, even it's a great situation, but certainly, when you came that far with a group like that, who was, what were they, 0-11, 0-12 or something a couple of years ago, and taking them to undefeated.
No,
you become really connected with those guys. It's tough to bail on them and do that, but I guess he had to do it.
He certainly did. Anyway, hey, what about? We're several weeks from now, but what about your season? 5-5 overall, went to the playoffs again. I know you made a big surge there, starting with a huge win here in Carlisle. Didn't quite go as far as you wanted, of course, but speaking of your Twins, they both played a pivotal role.
Yeah, they had a pretty good season for sophomores, but man, our team-wise, we just really got hit with an injury bug really bad. Worst in my 23 years of coaching high school ball.
23 now.
Yeah, we had at the end of the season, I believe, last 2 or 3 games, we had 7 or 8 kids on defense that did not start in week 1.
Wow.
So it was, just a lot of injuries, and the benefit of that, obviously, the future kids will have gained some very valuable experience. But the flip side of that was trying to throw those young kids in there was tough, and especially when it's week to week and you're trying to teach a kid a different position in 3 days, and it's just something we haven't been used to, and it's part of the game. Other schools go through it. We've just been lucky enough not to have to do that over the years, and all in all, we came out and learned a lot of lessons, and we'll be ready to hit the weight room come January and start all over. Get ready for next year.
I'm sure you will. And I always get confused by twins, Scott. So which one was the quarterback? Was that Nick?
Yeah, that was Nick. He was quarterback, and Sam was a wide receiver.
All right. Hey, I had a 50% chance, so.
True.
I don't have much to say about the NFL. Are you still watching? Of course, you're football through and through. I've dumped it. I'm done with it for now, for sure.
I kind of noted that whenever I see some of your tweets out there, but no,
they get out, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I'm a Steeler fan. I've been a Steeler fan since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, so I do watch that side of it. I'll probably make a point to watch the Eagles and the Rams this week, but outside of that, there won't be a whole lot of other games I'll probably watch. But yeah, I'm a Steeler fan, big time. Have been. Been to Pittsburgh, watched the game a couple years ago. And yeah, that was a bucket list item for me. Did that 2 years ago, and it was awesome.
Well, that looks awesome. Like a beautiful stadium.
Yeah, it's it's probably like every other stadium when you think about it, but it's outdoor, and
that's part of what I like.
A lot of history there, so that part of it was fun.
Giancarlo Stanton is the latest. Is now he's going to the Yankees all of a sudden, and it's all but signed, sealed. Can you imagine if that comes true with I forgot. Yeah, Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
Holy.
They got to move the fences back.
They better play with those restricted flight balls.
For sure.
Okay, so we'll see where that leads. And then Shohei Ohtani, the Japanese star, is signing with the Angels. Well, he wanted to play on a small market team, so Los Angeles. I guess he
right.
not completely familiar with America, but he's quite a player. And they're getting a guy who wants to pitch and hit too, so he has an opportunity anyway, especially with that DH.
Should be fun to watch.
They got him for I mean, they have to pay $20 million for that, but his salary though is it's scraps in today's baseball. So, hey, the Blues, you watch hockey, right, Scott?
Yeah, just went to the game Thursday night.
Oh, you saw. You know what I was hoping? Not that it was going to be a serious injury, obviously, but I was hoping Allen would get hurt so they'd bring in the backup goaltender.
Stewart.
Yes, Tyler Stewart, the vending machine worker, and that's pretty cool. What
a great story that was. It was interesting because we didn't know any of that stuff was going on in the stands.
Yeah.
And I look over to see this kid warming up, and I turned to the kids. We actually went for my daughter's birthday was in October, but she loves hockey, and so that was one of her presents. But nonetheless, we look over and see this little guy out there, goalie. I'm like, I thought somebody had won like a drawing or something. You know, he was out there and warming up, and then I get on my phone and I read the story. I'm like, holy cow, this is awesome. So,
yeah, it does happen once in a while, and in this case, they're waiting for the actual backup to arrive from San Antonio. That took a while, but I wish you would have got a few minutes, maybe a whole game.
For sure. Yeah, that would have been cool.
All right, Scott. Well, thanks a lot for coming on, and we'll do it again sometime. Enjoy Army-Navy today.
I sure will, Rip. I appreciate you having me on, and happy holidays to everyone.
Happy holidays. Have a great Christmas.
All right, we'll see you.
That's Scott Horner on Scores and Stuff, which was brought to you by Hoffman Auto Body, located just 7 miles north of Carlisle. When your car or truck needs major repairs, minor repairs, whatever the case may be, see Hoffman Auto Body. Andy Palmer and Matty Hockey coming up. Farmers State Bank is dedicated to the communities they serve. They've been making home loans for over 100 years. They are and will continue to be a strong, steady, common-sense leader that's always focused on what's best for you and the community. And remember, Farmers State Bank has loan professionals standing by to assist you in making the right decision for your needs. That's Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. An equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 404955. Monken Nissan is celebrating its 50th anniversary with a 2017 Nissan Armada Platinum H970 1849 for $49,115. It's Wes Monken's demo and it's $14,250 off MSRP. To learn more, visit their new Nissan website at monkennissan.com.
From our family to yours, with guaranteed satisfaction. Monken's the one. Monken's the one.
When wearing contacts, you shouldn't even be able to feel them. If they're uncomfortable or feeling dry, come see us at Lebanon Optometric Center or Breeze Family Vision Center. We'll find the right contacts for you, whether it's multifocal, astigmatism, daily disposables, or hybrid lenses. Don't suffer through contacts that are just fine. We have all the major brands to choose from, and with locations in Breeze and Lebanon, if you damage or tear your contacts, we can replace them right away. Start seeing clearer today with a little help from Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center.
As a business owner, you know that every year brings new challenges and opportunities. The success of your business demands expertise and focus, and Country Financial can help you keep that focus by helping ensure you have the right insurance protection in place to meet your goals. Marvin Gertis, your Country Financial representative in New Baden, can help you create a customized insurance plan that has coverages designed just for your business. Call Marvin Gertis today, 588-7112. Coverages may vary by state. Policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Bloomington.
Flying in the face of conventional wisdom.
There's no rules and no laws and lots of litter.
Every day.
This is Max 96.7.
Welcome back, everybody. Rip here in the Wingman Ford studio. Let's tee up the H&H Computer Services guest line for Carlisle Indians hoops coach Andy Palmer. Andy, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back on, Rip.
Our first season visit, and from what I understand, you simply coasted last night. You had an easy one, a laugher, huh?
Yeah. I wish. Still not quite sure how we won that game, but our kids really battled, and we were able to go on the road and get a conference win. And anytime you can do that, that's always a good thing.
Not bad, and over a very well-coached team, too, by Matt Lauer, and you nipped Freeburg 56-54 in OT, and you trailed almost the entire way, didn't you?
We did. We were down 12 at half, and we got down 14 in the third quarter, and we just battled back. I think we cut it to 4 at the end of the third, and it kind of went back and forth. We had opportunities to finish the game out in regulation, and we missed a couple of free throws after an intentional foul, and then we had the ball back under our basket, and we missed kind of a point-blank shot that would have won it. But we came out and scored the first 5 minutes the first 5 points of the overtime, and we're able to hold on. Chase Taylor made some big free throws for us down the stretch, and made a couple big threes for us in the fourth quarter. And so, at halftime, we kind of just challenged our kids that, to be tougher and to fight, and we didn't think they were being very tough. And they came out and responded, so that was good to see.
Yeah, you finally squared it with 25 seconds remaining. And what triggered that surge, though? 13-3 run at the end of the third quarter.
We just decided we were going to defend, I think, more than anything.
Turnover or two?
Yeah, turnover two as well. And they shot the ball really well. And they started missing some shots, and we had not shot it very well. I think at one time we were 1 of 15 from the 3-point line. Ooh. And we finally got a couple to go late. And but yeah, I just thought we defended really well. I thought we kind of just buckled down and decided we were going to get stops, and we were able to do so. And we kind of tried to push the pace on them and got some easy buckets in transition, and kind of worked our way back. You could just kind of see the momentum switch to us, and then our kids started believing, and so they just played really well down the stretch.
Let's fall back to Chase. He had the hoop for the late draw, 16 markers on the night, and he certainly bagged those free throws.
Yeah, I think he was 10 of 12 at the line last night, and he was about the only one who was making them. And he had struggled shooting the ball all night, and we him and Luke Boatwright both had open looks and just didn't make them. And we just told him at half, make shots. You got to make shots. That's why you're in the game. And finally late, he was able to get one to go, and then the one that tied it, was probably not the greatest shot in the world, but Chase, he doesn't. He doesn't kind of have any kind of conscience when it comes to shooting. He just he's never met a shot he doesn't like.
Yeah, it's all right.
Sometimes you got to take that. He makes some mistakes otherwise, but he has confidence to pull up and shoot those shots, and he made a big one for us, and that was a big difference.
Luke Boatwright, he gunned in the lead trade, didn't he?
Yeah, and it was good to see him finally get one to go as well. And we just kept kept plugging along, and finally, we made some shots, and like I said, we got some defensive stops as well. I just thought, defensively, Nick Becker, I think, led us in rebounding with 7 boards, and he's been kind of the guy assigned to the other team's best player, and sometimes that takes away from him offensively, but I was really proud of the way he played defensively.
Luke's, I guess, what did he end up with last night? He's hovering around 9 or 10 points a game, isn't he?
Boatwright had 6 last night.
6 last night?
Yeah,
okay.
Had a 3 in the first and a 3 in overtime, and so he was
too clutch.
Yeah, so and he fouled out in overtime, and we had some foul trouble with Seaver having to sit the last 4 minutes of the first half with 3 fouls, and we had a guy ready to check in for him. We just couldn't get him out of the game before we picked up a foul, and then they kind of went on the run when Tyler was out, and we're able to get that halftime lead.
Tyler still registered 19 points, and he is right at 17 points per game. So you begin your conference play just the way you want with a victory, and you win it, and you get some. I don't guess you do any style points there. I don't guess that'll go towards the tiebreaker after all, huh, Andy?
Yeah, no style points,
okay.
But like anytime you can go on the road and win in our conference, that's huge. And it didn't look good for a while, but our kids just hung in there and were able to get a big win.
You've also won 2 consecutive games now. You capped off the Kaskaskian Classic with a victory over Woodlawn. That's been a week ago already, man.
Yeah, it doesn't seem possible, but yeah, it has. And we finished 2-2 in the Classic, and not certainly where we wanted to be. We felt like we had a couple of games that were winnable games for us that we didn't win, and so that part was disappointing, but all you can do is move forward and try to focus on your next game.
You clipped Woodlawn by 9, and then those 2 losses were by a 3 spot each, so certainly winnable, but there again, that's basketball. But I tell you what, very good teams, very good competition, very good games, a lot of close encounters.
Yeah, our tournament I thought was really good. And it has been really good the last few years since the addition of Pinckneyville and Oakville and Woodlawn and going to 8 teams. Competition has been really good. Games have been close. Good coaches. You kind of throw those pools together, hoping that teams will be even and good competition, and that happened this year for sure. Obviously, Pinckneyville is probably a step above everyone this year, but I thought the rest of the teams in our tournament were pretty evenly matched and had a lot of good games.
The Panthers strayed from Oakville by 13, and that's what Coach John Krause of the Rockets said Wednesday night. He says the Panthers are really, really good.
They are. They're very deep. You know, he plays 10, 11 kids, and they really don't drop off. And that's pretty unusual at the high school level. And they just continually press you and press you and press you and just kind of wear you down because most teams can't go that deep. And, you know, and they have some very nice players that can score the ball, the Mole kid and the Jousel kid and Yates, who's just a sophomore, Luke. And, yeah, they're going to be tough to beat in the South, that's for sure.
You had a lot of good names on that all-tournament team, and you had, I think, just the one player, right, Tyler?
Yep, Tyler made it for us, and, you know, kind of told our kids, you know, you go 2-2, you're lucky to get one on the all-tournament team. And you know, we always try to stress, you know, you want individual accolades and success. Team success has to, you know, be the precursor for that. And so if you want to earn those individual honors, you know, hopefully your team has to have success to do that. And, so, you know, to get one was good. That's probably all we deserved, honestly.
It's sort of early, but I know how these contracts are and everything else. Do you believe all the teams due to come back for the 18 Classic?
Yeah, as far as I know, everybody was happy with the tournament, and everybody's planning on coming back. And so we're excited about, you know, where the tournament is at this time. It was at one point it was on its last breath.
It was.
You know, we were searching for teams just to get 4, and now to have this quality 18 tournament start the season is just it's a good thing for our school and community.
It was. We've seen it was on death's door, but man, what a revival! It's done a complete 180, and that's fantastic. And your team, as we have a long push through the 27-18 slate, you've got a chance to be very solid, and of course things will get better. What's the status of Alex Hills?
He goes to the doctor, I think, on Monday. And then we'll just see if he's cleared for activities. He's been out with mono for the last 3 weeks, and so we won't have him tonight as we go to Vandalia. And you know, he's itching to get back, but you know, you don't want him to come back too soon to where then you lose him again. So, you know, we're hopeful if he can be completely healthy by modern day, you know, that would be great. If we get him back before that, and that'd be good too, because we miss him. Just having that extra guard out there and some leadership ability. You know, last night after Boatwright fouled out, we had to run Seaver at the point guard, and that's really not his spot, but we didn't really have any other options. So that hurts us not having him in the lineup, and just, you know, he's been through it. He has experience, and so hopefully he'll be back sooner than later.
But that stuff will knock you for a loop. But with him back, no matter who gets the nod in the lineup and so forth, it's just going to improve. The depth is going to be so much better with that addition of one more good player yet.
Yeah, no question. And it allows us to kind of get a rotation going, you know, at the guard spot, probably between Hills and Boatwright and Taylor, kind of rotate those guys. And then you have Ronacher and Dar and Seaver and Becker kind of get a rotation along with some of our sophomores that are playing a little bit. And so it certainly allows you to rest some people. We've been having to play some guys quite a few minutes, and guys not stepping off the floor very much. And, you know, that's okay early on, but as the season goes along, that's gonna catch up with you.
How has the JV team done through 2 contests?
They lost last night, and that was really their first contest.
Oh, that was the first.
Yeah, because of the Classic. Yeah, but you know, they're the same thing. You know, when Alex gets back, you know, probably one of those kids that starts may step down and play a few minutes of JV ball, and you know, they battled pretty hard last night, but they're young as well. You know, they're starting freshmen at the point guard spot on that JV team, and so they're gonna you know, take some lumps, and they're gonna have to just keep learning and keep working hard. But I thought they competed very well.
Yeah, that was their first game. I can't read schedules very well. About like I read maps, Andy.
Yep. Yeah.
Challenged in those areas, I suppose. So yes, you have the Vandalia Vandals tonight up north, and do you know much about that club, or kind of going in blind?
I went and watched them on Tuesday.
Oh, you did see them Tuesday?
Yeah. You know, they have some kids back that have played. The Casey kid's like about a 3-year starter. He's a very good shooter, big body. And they have a kid, I think, that moved in by the name of Little, who's about 6'4" and athletic. And he had a double-double the other night when I watched him, and the Morrison kid can really shoot it. So they'll be competitive, especially at home. They like to play really fast, and they'll shoot it quick, and they have some guys capable of shooting it. And so we're going to have to be ready to defend, but hopefully, last night will give us a little bit of a boost coming back and winning that game, and hopefully we'll be confident going into tonight.
It'd be nice to mount that streak up a little higher than Triad. Is at home Tuesday and at Breeze Central as you go back into league play, but a lot of action, and you will be busy, but that's a lot of fun, and we'll see what happens tonight. Hopefully you can make it 3 consecutive.
I hope so. Yeah, I feel like if we play like we're capable, we certainly have a good chance to win tonight. We'll just have to see how it goes. That's the way the game is. You throw it up and lace them up and play, and hopefully you can do things the right way to give yourself a chance to win the game. But going on the road's never easy, so you got to be mentally ready and mentally tough, and hopefully our guys will do that this evening.
You beat Hillsborough last week, didn't you?
We did beat Hillsborough first game of the year, and
bumped them.
Yeah, we really played well that game, and our kids were really ready to play. And kind of from the way the season ended last year up there, there was no accident that we played them first game off the tournament. No. And our kids were ready for a little bit of a revenge. And,
sure.
Man, they came out and really played well. We defended so well. And then that's kind of what was disappointing about our following 2 games, where we felt like we didn't defend near as much and as well as we did in our first game. We kind of stood a little bit and really didn't get after people, and ended up costing us games. So hopefully, we learn from that. I thought definitely that was the difference last night, especially the second half, the way we guarded. And we're capable of guarding when we want to guard. It's just not easy. You got to want to do it. And so hopefully, we're learning that's the way we have to play if we're going to win.
By the way, you think your daughter Haley is listening this morning?
She is, and I just wanted to, to wish her a happy birthday. It's her 20th birthday, and
happy birthday.
Yeah, 20th birthday today, and she's, I love her. She's amazing, and I just hope she has a great day. She's my scouting buddy, and my biggest fan, and so just wanted to wish her a happy birthday today.
Very good. All right, appreciate your time, Andy. Good luck against the Vandals.
All right, appreciate it, Rip.
That's Andy Palmer of the Carlisle Basketball Indians. We'll turn the page and come back. Well, trivia is on the way. Also en route, Matty Hockey from the USC Upstate Spartans. We're talking volleyball there.
Southern Bus and Mobility is your Brawnability dealer in Breeze. Brawnability features the broadest lineup of wheelchair-accessible vehicles with more brands, entry types, features, and price points than any other manufacturer in the industry. See for yourself at Southern Bus and Mobility why a new or certified pre-owned wheelchair-accessible Brawnability vehicle is the only way to go. Call 526-4131 or stop by just east of Breeze on Old Route 50.
McKendree University is a great place to continue your sports career. It's also a great place to continue your education. McKendree offers a wide range of degrees, including master's degrees in business, nursing, education, and professional counseling. If you'd like, you can access McKendree's quality education through the flexibility of online degrees. To learn more about McKendree, log on to McKendreeOnline.com or call 1-800-BEARCAT. McKendree University is ready when you are.
Hi, I'm Deion Thomas on your home from Hoops, talking sports on Max 96.7.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
For For the first time ever, Gateway Motorsports Park will transform into a holiday spectacle when the biggest and brightest holiday tradition comes alive. It's Magic of Lights, a huge 1.5-mile long drive-through holiday light experience. Amazing light displays and millions of lights make this new tradition a can't miss for the whole family. One carload, one price. Brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Illinois South Tourism. Now through New Year's Day. Tickets at magicoflights.com. Just 5 minutes from the Arch at Gateway Motorsports Park.
Scientists say the universe is random.
Why should your radio station be any different?
You've got Max 96.7.
Hello again, sports fans. We're up here in the Weekman Ford studio where your time is 9:36. That time drop is brought to you by Breeze Furniture Jan's Uniform. Oh, one late score to report in a girls basketball game from Montana last week. Well, everybody has an off night. Freud Medicine Lake walloped the Brockton Warriors 102-0. It's again, you can't be perfect every night. Let's go to trivia.
It's time for the Easy In Travel Trivia Quiz on Talkin' Sports. Escape to paradise with Easy In Travel and Breeze. Call 526-2201.
If you had the Warriors in your knockout pool, you were successful in the reverse. They played with 4 girls at the end, actually 3 at the very end, and one of them was an 8th grader. I guess they're not very good. Here we go with trivia. 594-2576, 594-2576. You are eligible to play unless you're someone in your household has won in the last 8 weeks. Number 2, you cannot be affiliated with or related to anyone here at Max 96 or Easy on Travel, or for today, Casey's General Store in Beckamar, where Dale Pulver is waiting to toss one large pizza your way any way you want it. And we're back to the full rules. No more leniency. We had that for 2, 3, 4 weeks because of the low transmitter issues. Now, rules is rules. Once again, you need to pick up the certificate if you win within 30. Here's the question at 594-2576, 594-2576. The Heisman Trophy will be given out in New York City tonight. And along those lines, who's the only redshirt sophomore to win the Heisman Trophy? Oklahoma's Sam Bradford, Florida's Tim Tebow, or Alabama's Mark Ingram Jr.? Name the lone redshirt South to clutch a Heisman. Bradford, Tebow, or Ingram Jr. Back after these on Talkin' Sports.
Nordyke Funeral Home is thinking about your future and offers secure, pre-planned funeral arrangements, relieving the emotional burden for those you love, allowing you to express your own wishes, and assures peace of mind with financial concerns when your family needs it the most. Nordyke Funeral Home has 5 locations in Albers, Aveston, Breeze, New Baden, and now Carlisle. Visit NordykeFuneralHome.com or call 588-3533. Striving to earn your family's confidence and trust, Nordyke Funeral Home with 5 locations.
Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlisle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports.
Is the all-new Chevy Silverado the right truck for you? Hi, Colby Voss at K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle. The all-new Chevy Silverado has the comfort and conveniences you expect from a Chevy, plus the performance and handling you need. We have several new trucks to choose from, and if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Stop by K&J Chevrolet and drive a Silverado and see for yourself what a tremendous value we offer and what the hype is all about. K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle, just west of town on Old Route 50. Chevrolet, find new roads.
A Shell expert is underwater to demonstrate the importance of protection. My partner will play your engine, menaced by performance-robbing gunk, and playing the engine gunk, 3 man-eating sharks. Don't worry, folks. His shark cage represents Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Release the sharks! All 3 grades of Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines act as a barrier that helps shield and protect critical engine parts. So go ahead, folks. Protect your engine with Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines.
Fill up at your area clean and convenient CC Food Mart locations.
What were we thinking when we designed the station? I'll tell you. We were thinking it takes all sorts to make a world.
Max 96.7.
Here we are again. We're in the Weekman Ford studio on this Saturday morning. We've heard from Scott Horner and Andy Palmer. Due up soon, Maddie Hockey. We have a winner. Thanks for all the calls. Here's the question and the all-important answer on the Easy and Travel Trivia Quiz. The Heisman Trophy is going to be handed out tonight. Who's the only redshirt sophomore to win that prestigious honor? Bradford, Tebow, or Ingram Jr. It is indeed. Sooners QB Sam Bradford. Remember Slinging Sam? He pulled the statue as a redshirt sophomore in 2008. Tebow was the first true soph to nab the Heisman the year before. Four sophomores have done that. Randy Dooley, he's a first-time caller and a first-time winner. Who, by the way, Randy also turned down the Tennessee Vols. But Randy Dooley is our champ this morning, and he's about set to collect a large pizza from Dale Pulver and Company at Casey's General Store in Beckham. And I think that's the end. Oh, yeah, Deion Thomas, did you hear him earlier? One of his buddies is going to be with us Monday night. That's indeed a former Illini basketball star and Tom Michael, the current Eastern Illinois AD. Also Monday night, Salem Wildcats basketball coach Andy Fehrenbacher. And Wednesday among our guests, Amanda Geiger, who's a pretty fair country volleyball player from McKendree. But up next, it's USC's Maddie Hockey. Stay tuned.
You don't have to drive all over Southern Illinois to do your Christmas shopping when you can shop Lee's Variety and Lee's Sports in Nashville. See our ads on our Facebook pages and website to get the latest savings. Check out our sales throughout the Christmas season to help you save. Our staff at Lee's Sports is here to help you make the perfect selection for your sports fan on your list. Plus, don't forget to browse around to see all the Christmas items at Lee's Variety. We will be open every Sunday in December before Christmas, 11:30 to 3. And Merry Christmas from the staff at Lee's Variety and Lee's Sports in Nashville.
Companies are hiring again. That's good news. Bad news, you don't have the skills they're looking for. Kaskaskia College can fix that. KC's welding technology program can set you up with the skills industries are looking for. More good news, classes are available at KC's Trenton Center or Crisp Technology Center. Call Sean Morris at 545-3406. The demand is there, the pay is there. Where are you? Kaskaskia College, your future starts here. This broadcast is a presentation of WCXO Sports. WCXO Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, St. Joseph Hospital Breeze, Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge, Legacy Place, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman and Hardy's locations in Breeze and Carlisle, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial Representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and Area CC Food Marts. WCXO Sports since 1999, the sports voice of the Carlisle Indians, the Central Cougars, the Mater Dei Knights, and the Westland Warriors.
Remember what it was like to expect the unexpected?
I never realized it was so complex.
Guess what? The feeling's back.
You're on Max.
We are here for one more fling. We're up in the Weekman Ford studio. Yeah, that's kind of sweet, isn't it? Derek Jeter's apparently still working for the Yankees. Once a Yankee, always a Yankee. He's got a sweet deal. Pays about $25 million to get into this ownership group. That's nothing in terms of ownership. And then he pays himself $5 million a year to tear apart the, they're always torn apart, the Marlins. It's early, but he's done nothing for that club. They have nothing. It's back where they started. Let's go on to better things. Let's go on to volleyball. Let's hitch up to the H&H Computer Services guest line for South Carolina and Bartelso native and USC Upstate volleyball standout, Maddie Hockey. Maddie, welcome back.
Hi, thanks for having me.
How y'all doing in the Carolina? Are you battling any snow by chance?
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of snow here yesterday, and it's still snowing a little bit.
Is it really? Well, an early Merry Christmas present for you, so it skipped us. But I know you'd love to be on that volleyball court still, but the campaign ended about 3 weeks ago or so, right?
Yep.
Florida Gulf Coast swept past you in 3 sets in the ASUN tournament. You tried to stretch that match to at least 4, but you're edged by 4 points in the third. But you didn't quit, of course, did you?
Oh, no. Our team never quits, never gives up, but it just didn't turn out our way.
Nope, it doesn't always. And that was a very good squad too, wasn't it? They topped you in both the regular season matches as well.
Yeah. I mean, they're always a good squad every year, and we always try to play our hardest against them. But I mean, they're just good for us, I guess.
You definitely went out with a bang. 23 assists and 7 digs, and again, that's only in three sets. So you chalked up a lot of good stats in a hurry.
Yeah, I try to.
Yeah, and you've been doing that for 3 years now. So, and the Eagles, meanwhile, they advanced to the ASUN finals before losing to Kennesaw State. How good were they, Maddie? I know they lost just one game during the regular season in league play.
Yeah, I mean, they had a pretty experienced team, so they definitely knew what they were doing. They made it to the final game the year before, so I mean, it was their time. It was their time to win.
Okay, so they were almost destined, huh? And but the good thing is you gained a postseason bid. I think you did last year, didn't you? Or did you make the conference playoffs last season?
Last season we did make it to the tournament, and then we won our first game and lost our second game.
Oh, you won your first match there, so good. And you were 6th in the ASUN this year. You had a crack of being number 5 in that conference, but you had that late loss to North Florida, so that squelched that opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough weekend for us. We had 2 hard losses. So,
what did you did you split on the year? I went through that the other day, and now I can't remember. Against North Florida?
Yeah, so we beat them whenever we played them at our home court, and then lost to them on theirs.
Okay. And but the Spartans, you drop into playoffs again. You end up 8-21 overall. You always hope for better. That's why you compete, to win and win and win some more. But you just really couldn't tap into that streak, could you? It looks like you won twice in 2 games in a row, 2 matches in a row twice, but you just couldn't extend it any further.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough year for us. I mean, we had all the potential in the world, but we just couldn't put it together.
So you were looking for more.
Yes.
The preseason tournaments, met some quality teams there too, didn't you?
Yeah, I think our coach scheduled us in a couple more tougher preseason tournaments than we usually go into, but she was expecting us to be a better team than we have been in the past. So I think it really challenged us, and I think it was good for us.
Let's see, you're in Charleston and also Bowling Springs in Knoxville, Tennessee, Eastern Shore. You won 2 out of 3 over at, I guess it's called the America Inn Running Bulldog Classic. Were you there in the past year or 2 as well, or?
I think I was there my freshman year.
Oh, really?
And then, and then I think we were not there in the past, but then the past year, but we went back this year.
Who was the best? Kennesaw State in conference, and Jacksonville too. They won 12 of 14 just in league games alone. But who is the best team you faced outside of league play? Well, probably from these preseason tournaments. Any one particular?
Probably Tennessee. They were, really tough. Obviously, they're a big school, and it was really intimidating. But I think we did go out and play. We kept up with them a little bit, but
you did. You won one. On top of that, you didn't get blanked or anything.
Yeah, that was awesome to feel that kind of win against a big team like them. But
you did go strong. Yeah, the Rocky Top Invitational. Did they play that song the whole time you were on the court?
The Rocky Top. Yeah.
Everybody knows the words now if you didn't before. But that's what you headed east for. You wanted to challenge yourself against some really talented players and squads in the Division I ranks, and that's what you're continuing to do.
Oh yeah.
Maddie Hockey is with us, the Mater Dei grad. She's been toiling for USC Upstate over the past 3 seasons from Bartelso and MD, and well, you certainly gave the Spartans a chance every time you went out. You just the numbers bear it out for one thing, but you just have to keep feeling that you're getting better and better and better, and you're not through yet.
Oh no, one more year.
One more year. All conference again, right, Maddie?
Yep.
This is old hat for you, huh? You do have something to play for just on that personal level. The second, and it's all good. Second team all conference with all those terrific players, but now next year especially, you can really gun for that number one team, huh?
We're actually moving conferences next year.
Whoa, where are you headed?
Big South.
The Big South. They kicked you out? You guys too?
I think it was more to do with the teams that we'll be playing are more near us, so we won't have to travel as far.
Okay. I missed the memo on that, Maddie. But
it just came out like the week that we were in the tournament. It came out officially, I think.
Okay, but you can still gun for that number one team, first team all conference in the Big South. Are you aware of some of the other teams then that are in that league?
I haven't looked up on it officially, but so I don't really know.
No, you'll find out. You'll find out soon enough. Boy, so you're gonna have a real different senior year there. But I also noticed. Well, you made the all freshman team 2 years ago in the A10, didn't you?
Yeah.
And now you had a pair of teammates who saddled up for all freshman honors this season. Tell us about those two players. What do we got? Lily Dempsey and McKenna Kirkpatrick?
Yeah, Lily is from down here, so I did go see her play last year, and she definitely is a competitor for sure. She goes out and she just rips the ball all the time. She was a right side hitter for us this year, and I think she was our leader in kills, so she definitely played her heart out. And then McKenna came from Omaha, Nebraska, and she came in as a middle freshman, and we had a couple of upperclassmen middles on our team, and she just came in and took over the spot and did fantastic, had our highest hitting percentages, I think, and they both just did great.
So they showed up as advertised. They really pitched in quite well.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you notched the league mention again and all that. You logged some lofty numbers, didn't you, in league play? You're among the top 10 in just about every category.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of do it all whenever I get the opportunity. If my coach wants me to hit, then I go and hit, and otherwise I'll be setting and digging. So I get the opportunity to be able to put in the numbers for most of the statistics.
Well, very versatile. And you ranked in the top 10 for conference play in assists per set, service aces per set, digs per set, and so forth. And so, yeah, that's a bunch of and as far as the digs go, you had several kids who were pretty really good stats in that area, huh?
Yeah, I mean, our main focus for our team is being a good defensive team. We're not the tallest team out there, but we'll keep the ball in play.
So you have to do it in other ways a little bit, but I see this one of the gals named Kelly and also Swanson and you're all very, very, very close, and you top the team by a large margin in assist with 8 per set. That's just outstanding.
Thank you.
And triple doubles, Maddie. You're ranked nationally there. Did you expect to see that happen?
I don't know. I didn't really know how often people get those, so I didn't really expect anything, but that's pretty cool.
It is. When you go through and you had 5 of them, do you know what your highest count was? In all 3?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have to look that up. But all the the thing is, you're just incredibly consistent, which is what you want to be.
I mean, yeah, that's what I push for every time, is just to play consistent. That's what my coach expects from me. So
you're the leader. Does she hand out? Are you a captain? Does she have captains on her team?
Yeah, we had 2 captains on our team this past year. It was me and then Kaylee Kelly, who you mentioned earlier about the digs. She was our libero.
Okay, and Coach Calloway from Breeze MD.
Mm-hmm.
You lost all your other connections, though, didn't you? I know. I guess let's see. The last one that hung on was it Emily Culling?
Yeah, she actually just moved back to South Carolina like a little bit ago. So she did come to a few of our games, so that was cool to see her.
Yeah, not bad. But otherwise, you have them scattered about from here and Highland and so forth. So, but yeah, one season remaining, Maddie. Hard to believe, and you're going to the Big South on top of that, but the team can bounce back, right? You return again, those 2 really good freshmen, and I'm sure they're going to try and load up with some good recruits, which is the name of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have a lot of returners and experience on our team, so hopefully we can put it together with our new people coming in and make a real difference in our new conference.
4 seniors, though, or are they moving on? No,
yeah.
About 4. And one of them for sure I just glanced at. Well, she was is it Kaylee Kelly who led in digs? So she definitely, did the others see a lot of playing time as well, Maddie?
I think they were kind of scattered with their playing time. We had another girl who came in, and if I was hitting, she would be a setter or played back row defense. And there was a middle on her that was getting switched around in and out of playing time. So.
And now what happens for you? Are you in a little down period now, and then when are you going to kick it in gear again and get ready for 2018?
Yeah, we're in a down period right now. We don't have much going on. It's pretty much all on your own, and then we'll have Christmas break. You can go home with your families, and we'll have workouts over Christmas break. And then once we get back in January, then we go right back into it.
Yeah. And you play at least a partial spring schedule, don't you?
Yeah, we have a couple of spring tournaments at the end of the year, end of the semester that are just, they're not on the record or anything. They're just teams that we can play like a scrimmage game with.
Yeah, get you some more cohesiveness and some we'll just try and better things as you push ahead. And then over the summer itself, what shows up then in the way of training in that?
We usually are allowed to go home and you can train on your own, but I just talked to my coach a couple days ago, and we're thinking about bringing everyone back a little bit earlier and doing a summer semester so that we can get the freshmen in and get everyone acquainted faster instead of only having a week of preseason to do that.
I like that. That's good, especially with the new conference now. You're going into a new conference, Maddie. Did you know that?
Yeah.
All right. I know there's plenty I don't know, so just keep cluing me in. Well, say hello to Coach Calloway for us, okay? She's on with us every 2 or 3 years, somewhere along those lines, but I know she's been great to play for, and hopefully next year is the really good year. You'd really love to go out with on a winning front.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Congratulations on another all-star year, though, Maddie, and thanks for coming on. We'll talk to you again in the fall, maybe in studio after your senior season.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Go play in that snow. Snow in the Carolinas. Man-made global warming. That's what happens, man. 25. Wow, that was last week already, too, okay? So, but a belated on-air congratulations to the Everskirts, Brian and Lisa. Yeah, they wrapped up their first 25 with it was a surprise party for them in Centralia last Saturday, and it was good to be over there. And a dandy celebration indeed. Okay, thanks to Maddie Hockey, another pride of Bartelso. Thanks to Andy Palmer too, and also to Scott Horner. What's on tap Monday night? We'll reel in Salem Wildcats basketball coach Andy Fehrenbacher and a former Illini sharpshooter Tom Michael, the current AD as well. Incidentally, it's over now. Our late, but if you get, we had a lot of responses triggered by. That was a brilliant question, if I may. The Brett's Wildlife Talking Sports poll shows up every Tuesday on my Facebook timeline. This past one on Tuesday, well, it went this way. Who is if you had to pick one, who's the best high school basketball player you've ever seen from the Clinton, Marion, and Washington County areas? And right off, I know I made the question up the night before, but it was on instance notice. I went with Tom Michael. And I also mentioned, of course, Paul Lusk. Not, of course, but Paul Lusk, Roger Stieg, Matt Shaw. So they were the ones that quickly came to mind. But my goodness, we had Mouse Garrett and Dan Emming and Brandon Book, Brent Brady, Noah Frediking, Ricky Meeks, Dyke Edelman, Phil Coons. Just tons of super responses and nominees. So that question really went over well. But every Tuesday afternoon at 4:30, check it out on my timeline on Facebook. You know, as long as I haven't been banned. Zuckerberg and I were pretty tight now, I guess. But around 4 o'clock or so every Tuesday, the Brett's Wildlife Talking Sports poll. Our trivia winner this morning, Randy Dooley from Beckemeyer. He ices a pizza, a large pizza pie. Anyway, he wants that baby from Casey's in Beckemeyer. So Dale Pulver, get ready. I think that's it. I really hope you remembered Pearl Harbor Day on Thursday, December 7th. We'll see you Monday night between 6 and 7 on Talking Sports, Real Sports Talk on Max 96.7 WCXO.
Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7 was powered by Mako Elevator in Centralia. See Mako for a variety of fertilizer, seed corn, and seed soybeans. Talkin' Sports was brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Nordike Funeral Home with 5 locations to serve your needs. Lee's Sports in Nashville. McKendree University in Lebanon. Country Financial Representative Marvin Gerdes in New Baden. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Thank you for joining us for this WCXO sports presentation of Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7. This broadcast was a presentation of WCXO Sports.